all the platforms that empower men to be enlisted among the takeover army of this end time requires the fear of God for delivery. For instance, you can't rule in the midst of your enemy without being empowered. Power is required to subdue our enemies. Psalm 66 verse 3. Say unto God, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee. Again, Psalm 110 verse 3, thy people shall be willing to rule in the midst of their enemies in the day of thy power. Paul had to be empowered to take over Asia. Oyedepo screamed that gods have come down to us in the likeness of man. Acts 14:11. Jesus, I know, the demon said, and Paul, I know, who are you? It takes the fear of God to flow in power. Again, no one can reign without conferment of authority. Conferment of authority. And we know that faithfulness is what facilitates conferment of authority. And nothing enhances faithfulness like the fear of God, because faithfulness is not what people see. It's primarily based in the heart. Moses was faithful in all his house, and we saw how there was no prophet in all of Israel as great as Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. Christ is called the faithful witness, and he reigns forever and forever. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. Now have the authority over 10 cities. Authority is not achieved, authority is conferred. Authority is conferred. You can't give yourself authority. You have some folks representing us in our various domains, as House of Rep, as senators. Some of them may not be as half-wise as others in the same domain. But they have been given authority to represent. So they speak for you. You can't go there and say, I want to speak for our people, because you are not given authority to this. You may have governors in your state that have 1,000 other smarter people than him. And I mean thousands. But they are not conferred with authority. In God's agenda, authority is conferred based on our faithfulness towards God and the interests of his kingdom. Someone told me sometimes he was going out to, when I make a name, then I'll come back. You can't make a name. It's God who names people. You can't. I will make of thee a great name, he said to Abraham. The Lord shall give you a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name.